August 16th, we get an excellent matchup between Shawn Porter and Kell Brook. Now let me first speak about Kell Brook. Kell Brook is fighting out of the UK. He is currently undefeated, and when I watch tape on Kell Brook, he loves to throw out his jab and straight right hand. He is a guy who actually is a pretty good counter puncher and a better technical boxer than I actually gave him credit for until I watched his films before doing this video. Now, when I look at this fight, there's some notable matchups that Kell Brook has been in that I wanted to speak to you guys about. The first one would be between him and Carson Jones. Now, in that fight, if you've seen that matchup, Kell Brook actually gets very winded and he's faded at the end of the fight. But credit to Kell Brook, because after that fight, he ended up changing his diet and hiring a new strength and conditioning coach, which seems to have helped out quite a bit so far after that change was made. Now, another recent fight that Kell Brook has been in was with him and Sinchenko. Now, in that fight, Sinchenko ended up hurting Kell Brook in the 4th round, but Kell Brook ended up rebounding from that and stopping Sinchenko. So credit to him in that fight, overcoming a bit of adversity. And he looks to be in phenomenal shape for this fight, and I really can't wait to see him and Shawn Porter go at it. Now, when I look at Shawn Porter, I see a guy who is athletic, power, his left and right hooks are excellent. He's a guy, when he throws his uppercut, is another nice punch he possesses, stiff jab, and he's the type of guy, he really likes to break you down, get you on the inside, back you up, and just break you down. And he's really exciting guy to watch. I enjoy really watching Shawn Porter. I loved his leaping left hooks in his last fight against Paulie Malignaggi. Now, when I look at some of the advantages that these two guys have over one another, let me first start with Shawn Porter. I believe Shawn Porter holds the edge in speed in this fight, power, and overall physical strength. And Shawn Porter also has fought the better opposition. Recent fights that Shawn Porter's been in against Devin Alexander and defeating Paulie Malignaggi and stopping Paulie Malignaggi, who's a very tough guy, and Shawn Porter looked outstanding doing that. And the winner of this fight is going to be really going to have an excellent matchup in their next fight, even bigger and better things. And Kell Brook, I think, in this fight holds the edge in counter-punching, and I also think he is a better technical boxer of the two. Now, for game plans for both of these guys coming into this fight, what I think they're going to do, Shawn Porter, it's going to be more of the same. He's going to try to get on the inside and systematically break down Kell Brook by landing his hooks, uppercuts, doing some body work, using his jab to get in. More of the same from Shawn Porter, really wear down Kell Brook. We know Shawn Porter has a good gas tank because we've seen him really put the pressure on fighters and bully them throughout fights. And just another thing about the opposition of Shawn Porter, he also was a sparring partner with Manny Pacquiao back in the day. So that's some excellent experience early on in his career that Shawn Porter had. Yeah, so Kell Brook in this fight, I think that he's going to try to keep this fight in the center of the ring. I think he's going to try to counterpunch when Shawn Porter leaves openings. And that's one thing to note. Kell Brook does pack a punch. I believe he has 19 KOs. And he does pack a punch. This isn't Paulie Malignaggi. So if Shawn Porter leaves himself wide open, Kell Brook can potentially do some damage. And that's one thing to look out for in this fight. Ultimately, though, I'm going to go with Shawn Porter by a late round stoppage. I am impressed with Kell Brook, and I do think he's actually a pretty good fighter. But I'm going to go with Shawn Porter. Late rounds, ends up wearing down Kell Brook. And I like the way that Kenny Porter has Shawn Porter right now. He's got this mindset of really taking on all the challengers. And he's got him in the mindset of not overlooking any opponents, which I think is a great job. Of course, Kenny Porter is the father and trainer of Shawn Porter, and they have an excellent relationship. And I think he brings the best out of Shawn Porter every fight night. So August 16th, guys, you don't want to miss this fight. Let me know what you guys think, agree or disagree with my opinion. And if you're from the UK, did I miss anything on Kell Brook? Because I think he's actually a very good fighter, and I don't think the North American public are giving him as much credit as he deserves. So thank you very much, guys, once again for tuning into the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and enjoyed the fight between Kell Brook and Shawn Porter.